Off the record. Off the record. With Kevin Young. Record. Off the record. With Kevin Young.
You are now tuning in to Off the Record with Kevin Young and his co-host, Mr. Live.
Hey, good evening, everybody. How everybody doing this evening? Welcome to another segment of Off the Record. I'm your host, K Young, and my co-host, Mr. Live, is in the building, and we welcome everybody. What you got, Mr. Live?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing tonight? This is Mr. Live, and of course, we in the building tonight for Off the Record. And y'all come on in. We got a good one tonight. We got LJ Echols, bud.
Oh, yeah, we got LJ Echols, man. LJ Echols the man. I met LJ Echols probably about 3-4 years ago, man, and LJ Echols has not changed. You know, his character, nothing about this guy has changed. You know what I'm saying? He is, in my opinion, you know, he has elevated himself. He stayed away from a bunch of nonsense. And that's why we wanted him to come on and do an exclusive with him. He got good music, he got a good band, you know, he got a nice family, you know. So, I love all that about this guy, man. I mean, me and LJ, we talk a lot on the phone. LJ got a lot to say about the music business. He's been in it for a while. And I want you guys to really tune in and listen to some of the stuff he had to say. Go ahead, Mr. Live, before I go into my spiel.
Yeah, like I say, man, this guy, man, I admire this man for what he do. First of all, he is from Mississippi. Shout out to my Mississippi crew. And I'm telling you, man, this is how I want to be in a year or two, man, just as big as this guy and doing my thing, because he's on that level right now.
Mm-hmm. So let me say something. Let me say some of this, because I know the people that support Mr. Live and myself are ladies and gentlemen. You know, y'all not men and female. You know, y'all are not women and men. Y'all are ladies and gentlemen. So ladies and gentlemen is more formal to me. You know, so if you ever been to a formal setting, they said, ladies and gentlemen, please rise. It's more formal. So let me say this right here. Let me say this about class, right? Either you have class or you don't. You can't buy it. You know, it can't be given to you. Either you have it or you don't. So, let me let y'all know what the definition of class is. Class is good manners, politeness, pride without showboating,
Yeah.
empathy, humility, and an abundance of self-control. Let me read that again. Abundance of self-control. So it's just mind-boggling to me that in Southern Soul, that these people will get on their lives, you know, and just lose all self-control because you have an issue with someone. So let me bring this in perspective. I was on the Cookie Show on Monday. You know, Cookie Live is Cookie Time. She has a talk show. You know, she's been out a couple years before us. So I was on the show, and of course, you know, Tamisha Horton was on there, ZBT CEO. So, you know, she's going to come off the record. And so I just basically said, hey, you know, I'm glad she came out publicly to speak intelligently about, you know, her method to a madness about a show. And she's coming off the record. So I guess by me saying that, I guess Miss Cookie thinks she told me, you know, she thinks she told me, now come on my podcast, trying to promote your show, or whatever. I mean, I thought that was very unprofessional. Very unprofessional. People do it all the time. You know, anybody can come on off the record. They do it all the time. You know, you can leave your comments, you can leave your pictures, your cards, your shows, where you're going to be at. You know, we don't care about that. That is not our focus. That is not our focus. Our focus over here is to talk to these artists, talk to these promoters, or whoever our guest is, so you guys can understand exactly, you know, where they're coming from, you know, and their history. It's not to promote anything other than that. So I just I laughed at it because it was really funny. It was really funny
Yeah,
because we're not in competition over here. You know,
right.
we believe in philanthropics. We know we're philanthropics over here. We support people. We don't care. We don't care who you are. If you go down my page, you'll see all kind of people on there posting stuff. I share their stuff. I don't care because it is not a competition for us over here. So
But I want to say something about that too. Like
yeah,
there were a lot of people on there promoting their songs, promoting their albums, promoting whatever they was doing. You didn't say anything to them. But as soon as Kevin just said company, the only thing he said Wednesday night off the record, that's all the basic he said. We are not in competition with y'all. We're a talk show, y'all a talk show. We have guests, you have guests. We are not in competition with this lady. I don't know what it is. I don't know what vendetta they have against you, me, or the whole show. I really don't care. You know what I'm saying? My thing is this. We are here. We can't be canceled. We're not going anywhere. I see y'all. I see a lot of other talk shows have left, been and left, but off the record ain't going nowhere. We're here to stay. Every week, people want to see us. They want to know what we got to say. They want to see our guests, and they want to get information and knowledge. So if you don't want to come over here and watch this and get some information and knowledge and be entertained with the interviews that we're doing, you don't have to watch. I don't know what is the I don't know what is the malice behind their liking for us or this show.
yeah. Well,
You know
I
what I'm
can tell you
saying?
what it is. I can tell you what it is. I mean, anytime, and it's really, really sad. Why is it we the only people that needs a pep talk on how to act?
What's
Why is that?
that?
No, we're the only people that need a pep talk on how to be nice, how to carry yourself. You know, we don't want to need a pep talk on that. So you have to be mindful who you dealing with. LJ's trying to get on now, y'all. So we just talking to get on. But you have to be mindful who you hang around, who you consider your friends, who you talk to. You know, all that comes into play. But like I said again, you know, class is something that you can't buy. Either you have it or you don't. You know, it's just
Right.
the bottom line. And like I say, anybody can come on this live. I don't care what you're doing. You know, if you're selling
Yeah.
cookies, if you got a kickball tournament, or whatever, we don't care. You can post it in the comments. You know, you
This
can
is
post it
what
in the
it's
comments.
for.
Hmm.
This is
Oh yeah,
what that's for.
yeah, that's exactly what it's for. But I guess it just seems to when people sit up here and talk about, you know, let's all get together. You know, like I said before, you know, it seems like only a select few
Yeah.
want to make it about them. You know, but
Mhm.
I can tell you this. Uh, I wanted to have an esoteric philosophical conversation with Miss Cookie, but I figured I'd be the only one that's talking. You know, so anytime you try or attempt to have an adroit tongue with me, you better be able to pronounce the words that I say. You know, so if you can't do that, stay away from K Young. K Young's educated. So I don't play no games. I believe in bottom line up front, bluff, BULF. That's what we use in the military. We don't play no games like that. So again, anybody can come on my live. And the word was cantankerous. That was the word you couldn't pronounce when I said, what is with this cantankerous attitude? The word was cantankerous that you couldn't pronounce on your show. So you know, don't ever try to get in a word contest with me. You know, you're not gonna win.
Why they
But
hate me
but
so bad?
but the
I
thing
ain't
is this.
done. I'm an artist, man.
But see, the thing is this right here. See, things need to be said because a lot of folks want to sugarcoat stuff and just kick the can down the road. You know, and it's not like that. You know, everybody know. And if you have class, you know, uh, your class will speak for itself. Nobody had to say anything about you. If you have class, they'll see it. You know, so uh, I love all the people that support me because people know that K Young's going to tell the truth, and I'm gonna be respectful at the same time. You know, so you have to respect people's opinion. You know, you can't get mad because somebody have an opinion. You can't get mad about that. I don't get mad if people say they don't like off the record, you know, but I'm not going to come on here and say go to hell and all of that stuff. I'm saying, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
Life is about choices. So if you don't like this podcast, then you can go watch another podcast, you know, and you still can show your stuff. You know, we don't care nothing about that. I
Exactly.
know I don't. So I mean, I would just suggest to everybody, man, you know, I deal with ladies and gentlemen. You know, I don't deal with all this other stuff. And let me say this right here too. We're still waiting on LJ. So ladies on here, ladies, only ladies. So if a girl or a woman come out and attack a man, Is
Mm-hmm.
it fair for the man to attack the content of what she said?
Mm-hmm.
Throw out her being a woman, a girl, whatever. Is it fair for a man to come out and address the content of what was said? Because I hear a lot of people say they always want to attack a woman. Okay, where you have the women that coming out that's that's addressing men, and then you want to
Mm-hmm.
hide behind you being a woman. So what do y'all think about that, ladies? I went on LJ. Where you at, LJ?
Well, I think, like I say, what I think about that, it's just like when you throw the sword, you remember other people got swords too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Mhm.
you can't sit up here and accuse and allegedly accuse people of being in competition and being malice towards you or anything like that. We never said nothing about Miss Cookie, nothing like that. For her to have that attitude, it was unfair. It was
Well,
totally
what
unfair.
the thing is, and it is proven that your character is already set at age 18. 18, 19, your character, you are who you are. You just are who you are. So, uh, I mean, with this culture over here, that nothing seems to amaze K Young over here with this culture. See, I come from a different culture, so nothing seems to amaze me with this culture. So uh, if it's not about you, everybody wants it to be about them individually. Everybody wants to be about them, but
Yeah.
collectively, they'll say let's all get along, but they really don't mean that. You really don't mean that
You
because
don't mean it.
yeah, you don't mean that because anytime I'm telling you, all these artists that's on here, if you go down, I got two pages. Well, I actually got three. I got K Young Production, I got KL Young, and I got Kevin Young. If you go down my page, you will see anything any artist send me. I share it on my live. I share
Mm-hmm.
it on my page. So it's not just about me. It's not just
Yeah.
about me. So LJ having some technical difficulties. I'm gonna have to
Like
talk
they
to him
say,
too.
they always talking about togetherness. We all
Yeah.
need to get together. We all need to stop this. When people, me and Kev have reached out to most of these people ourselves. I've reached out. We got the doors slammed in our face. So
Well,
what are we to do? What
Well,
are we to do?
here's the deal. Here's the deal, and this is what I always say. If you easily influenced by somebody else and by somebody else's interpretation of somebody's character without you talking to them, then I question your character. Nobody can come and tell me nothing about Mr. Live or anybody else. I have to befriend them for myself. I have to talk to him. He said he's still trying to get on. Okay, yeah, we just talking, man. But yeah, I mean, you have to befriend people for yourself. It is a lot of folks. When I came on the scene 5 years ago, that was telling me all kind of stuff about people. Of course, I said, okay, that's cool. Like in the military, when you go somewhere and take over, they try to tell you, be like, no, I'll figure this out for myself. So that's exactly what I've done. I figured out who's who, and I figured out who are the hell raisers. Who are the misanthropics in Southern Soul, the misanthropics. Uh, and people figured out. So it's not hard. All you have to do is a cycle. It's a cycle. If you
Yeah.
if you go back a year from now, all you gotta do, and hey, please y'all listen to me. Go back a year from now and go to people's pages and see who was talking a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
See who's not talking now.
Mm-hmm.
See who's talking to the people that other people that was talking to they didn't like. And look who's talking now. It's just a cycle. It's a cycle of nonsense. That's what it is. A cycle of nonsense. So
But like I
if you
say,
don't
I'm not
if you don't like K Young, it trust me, K Young's still gonna sleep good at night.
right.
But have a reason. Have a reason other than what you think of what somebody told you. Because to me, I consider people as an adult based upon your actions. So
Right.
to me, that's petulant behavior for me to not to like somebody because somebody else don't like them. We just don't
Yeah.
roll like that, and it is shameful.
Like,
But
even in our situation, Kevin,
yeah,
back in the day, someone told you something about me before you met me.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And that he gave you a whole different type of person of who I am. And
yeah.
I know by now, by you being, knowing me, talking and stuff, I'm not that guy.
Oh yeah.
And so
Uh-huh.
I'm living proof that when people, and here's the guy that someone actually told something. So I'm proof right here, and here's the guy who was told, and he's a promoter that hey, Mr. Live this and Mr. Live that. But when the man
Mhm.
found out himself, he was like, "Nah, that ain't true about Mr. Live." You know, nothing that you said was true about Mr. Live.
Hold on one second. Let me go off and help LJ get on right quick. Hold on.
Yeah. So yeah. So we're gonna talk tonight, y'all. We're gonna talk tonight. We're gonna talk to LJ. We're gonna have some good vibes on the show tonight. You know, y'all come with your questions because we want y'all to ask Mr. Echols everything that y'all want to ask. He said he answering all questions tonight too, y'all. He said he ready. Anything y'all want to ask, any questions y'all want to give us to ask, please put them in the comments. Like I say, I want to take my time right now and thank you all for coming in and being with us tonight. You know, of course, I'm Mr. Live. I'm an artist. I've been out here. This is it's 4 years now. It'll be I'm going on my 5th, but it's like 4.5, about 4 years right now. So I'm doing pretty good. I can do better, but hey, we're gonna get there. But like I say, in the long run, we here to praise people, man. Bring them up. Let these people come tell their story, man. We're not here hating on nobody. Anybody asks you that know me, know that I got a lot of love out here for people. You know what I'm saying? I call artists up, you know what I'm saying, and be like, hey man, what's up? What you doing? You know, well, dog, you know, I'm just that guy, and I get calls too. So, you know, so we positive over here, y'all. We straight positive over here. But LJ need to bring his ass on. I see it. Bring your ass on, LJ. Shit. Yeah. We gonna get it tonight. Benito, Prince Young, what's up? Caribou, what's up? Mark Holloway, what's up? DJ Cowboy, what's up? Rising Car, Mika Moye, what's up? Hey Mika.
Okay.
Prayers goes out to you, baby, and your daughter, man. I know you want, but hey, what's up? Who else on here? Miss Connect the Dot, whoever. Angie.
Yeah, he about to pop on, man. He having some difficulties, but who all on there?
Lamar Brace, what's up, Brace?
Who?
Lamar Brace on here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess Facebook don't want LJ to be great tonight. But he said he's about to pop on here in a second, so y'all give us one. There he is, right there.
Let's go, y'all.
All right, we're gonna bring him in, y'all. We're gonna bring him in. Mr. LJ Echols, what's going on?
What's up, man? You don't know about some technology kind of stuff, man. You know.
Hey, I can barely hear you. Could you put it closer to you? Turn it up.
Can you hear me still the same?
Yeah, you good now.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Y'all gonna put my big face ass in the middle.
Uh-huh.
You know, look at, I ain't smart like y'all, man. I don't know about some technology
stuff. Yeah. So what's going on, man?
Man, just been chilling.
What's
man.
going on, LJ?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you gotta turn it up some more. You gotta turn it up a little bit more. Turn your phone up.
You hear me now?
You gotta take those earphones out. You gotta take them out.
Yeah, you gotta take those buds out.
You gotta take them out. You gotta cut them off.
Yeah,
can you hear me now?
Yeah, got you now. Yeah,
there you go. So what's going on, man?
Man, not much, man. Just been on the road, man, and just try to stay out of crazy people way. That's about it.
They out here, man.
Hey, I saw you booked, man. You got about 70, 80 shows, right? But you booked up, huh?
Man, by the grace of God, man. You know that's not my doing. That's his doing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's amazing, man.
Yeah, man. But they study calling, man. You know, they study calling phones. You know, phone study ringing. You know,
there you
go. That's what I'm talking about.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, they can hear me, Angie. What you talking about?
And just get out the background.
Hey, so look, hey, let's go and get started, man. Hey, LJ, tell the people about a little bit about you, man, and where you from.
Well, I'm from a small town called Bassville, Mississippi. It's about, I said about what, 30 minutes on the other side of Hattiesburg. Little small country town. I moved to Dallas in the year 2000. You know what I'm saying, to do R&B, stuff like that. But I'm gonna wind back. I started off in the gospel field. You know what I'm saying, for for years, man. Playing with a gospel group called the Gospel Sensation. You know what I'm saying. I was about 5 years old, man, just traveling, what I'm saying, with a quartet group, man, and doing that for a while. And as I got older, we had a gospel group called the Echols family. You know what I'm saying? Consists of my mom was the lead singer. I played bass guitar, song background. My brother played drums. My other brother song background. My daddy played guitar. Okay. It was like a family thing. You know what I'm saying? We did stuff with the keynotes, can spirituals, people like that. And we did that for a while, man. And my mom and dad separated a little bit. So when we got older, we moved to Dallas in 2000 to do R&B, like the mint condition kind of thing. We play our own music and, and harmonize, you know what I'm saying? So we moved to Dallas in 2000. And really we had a choice to move to Atlanta. I moved to Dallas. So we decided, as country boys, going to go ahead and go to Dallas because Dallas is so big, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
So we moved to Dallas, man, and things went good for a while. We did a lot of opening for some R&B people, a couple of blues artists like Bob Blue Bland, you know what I'm saying? And things got a little rock on us, man. Them guys, my guy, but consist of 4 of us. It was like two of my brothers and one of my cousins. Our group was called the For Show, R&B group called For Show. So like I said, we did our thing, man, for a while, man. They like they were serious. I said, well, what if I, start doing blues? Cause then you didn't find too many people young people trying to do blues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I went for it, man, and shot for it. My first album was called Well Runs Dry. It did all right. It ran dry, but it did all right. you know what I'm saying? So man, I had so many people on me, man, like a lady, as she called Mel Waiter's sister, you know what I'm saying? She grabbed the project, man, and had all kind of people in my ear telling me what they can do for me and where they can do this and they can do that. They can't do a damn thing,
Exactly.
But so she held on that record. Then I got with Baby Boy Records out of Louisiana. Same old record. We did like a P&D deal thing, you know what I'm saying? So he shot on the record. He didn't do nothing for the record. Yeah. Then I came out with the Hit It From the Back album, you know what I'm saying? So I said, man, forget all them. I'm finna do this myself, you know what I'm saying? So so I put out that record myself, man, and shoot, man, it took off, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. So let me ask you this question right here. So you're a preacher's kid?
No. Well, I am now. My mom, she later on after we, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Got on our own, you know what I'm saying? She's an evangelist now, you know what I'm saying? But during my time we was together now. Yeah. She was like, we just traveling, man, each and every weekend, man. I mean, non-stop. I mean, every weekend we had an anniversary to go to, you know what I'm saying? So we, we stayed busy, but everybody doing benefit programs and all that kind of stuff,
Did you know
down the Danger Highway for,
Did you know Live was a preacher's kid?
Man, I ain't know that, Doc.
Yeah, man.
That's why he's so damn bad.
That ain't bad.
But he look. He looked like one though. He like a preacher's kid.
You ain't gonna do me tonight, LJ. You ain't gonna do me tonight, man.
No.
Yeah. Hey, so look, so let's transition over to Southern Soul.
Okay.
So how long you been in Southern Soul now?
Well, man, my first record. I don't think they were calling it Southern Soul then. I don't think they were. My first record was in 2004. My single was 2004, the Well Run Dry single. I think 2005 when I came out with the full album. Ever since then, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Around that time. I don't know how many years that is, but
yeah. Okay, so how has it been for you? Is it been
it was hell. And when I say hell, it was. I'm gonna break it down to hell. It was like, man, it was like I was so hungry then, man. It was like ridiculous hungry. Ridiculous hungry meaning that I slept in my car, ran out of gas. I was just that hungry, man, for that thing, man. And I hit about 3 or 4 clubs a night. You know what I'm saying? Just for free, just to people. So I go to a club and I said, look here, my name is LJ Echols. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a young guy out here trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Is it okay if I can just at least do about 1 or 2 songs? I had a little CDs. You know what I'm saying? Is it okay for me to do about 1 or 2 songs? They said, well, I don't know if I can do that. I would say, well, can I talk to the club owner? So I talked to the club owner. Club owner said, okay, I ain't got no problem with that. So bam, I do about 2 songs. I sell about like 4, about 5, 10 CDs. You know what I'm saying? Bam, I leave that place. I go to the next club. Same night now.
Yeah.
I hit the next club. I hit about 3 or 4, man, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You know what I'm saying? If I work, when I had a job, I worked for Monday. When I got off work Friday, I'm hitting the streets. But I worked Dallas first. Don't get me wrong. I worked Dallas first. I squeezed all the juice out of Dallas, but I'm still squeezing juice out of them. But I squeeze all the juice out of Dallas, and then when I squeeze all the juice out of Dallas, I just go around Louisiana, just different parts, man. And a lot of time then, I was just looking at flyers, man, just getting phone numbers off the flyers, calling promoters. You know what I'm saying? I said, look, I'm just coming through the area, which I'm lying. I ain't coming through the area. I just told them I was coming through the area. You know, so they could at least just get me on the show. I won't worry about no money. If they gave me some, that's cool. If they didn't, it is what it is. You know, so I was just happy, man. I was just excited, man. I was like an Energizer Bunny, man. Just just trying to get out there, man. Again, it was hard, man. It was rough on me. And then I think they put me in the. Have you heard of the Chicken Circuit magazine?
Right.
Yeah, I was in the Chicken Circuit magazine, man, and it was hard for me.
Okay.
Nobody helped me now. Nobody helped me. The only person that helped me was on my second album, Mel Waiters.
Okay.
Mel Waiters said, man, look, man, I got a couple of records, man. Won't you come down, just doing my he said, man, I just think you have the tracks, you know what I'm saying? Just to help me out. So he paid for my gas to come down to San Antonio. He had about 3 tracks he gave me, but I just only used 1. Sir Charles, he did the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I got about 3 or 4 tracks, you know what I'm saying? So all I really liked just 1 out of all the tracks. It sounded good to me.
So LJ, the question I want to ask, see what you just explained is you hustle. You get what I'm saying? You hustle, you got out there and you grind and you put yourself out there. See, a lot of these new artists, they want to be given this shit. You can't be, this shit is not going to be given to you. You got to get out here and you got to get your face out here, man. You got to, if you ain't got a car, get on the bus. If you ain't do something, you know what I'm saying? You got to grind out here, man. See, that man, LJ had just explained what he had to do. Nobody's going to give you anything out here.
No.
Yeah. So LJ, so knowing that you hustled and you nobody gave you nothing, how do you feel about these new artists now that pop up and try to demand money when they ain't put on the show? How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, that's just like if the shoe on the other foot. It's just like if I'm a club owner, I'm a promoter. I'm a promoter.
Right.
Just said life come to me. Said, look, man, I want to get on your show. I'm gonna charge this. I'm not gonna pay life nothing because I don't know life. I'm not gonna. I ain't gonna give him a dime. I ain't gonna give him no gas money. I ain't gonna finna give him a hotel because really, you're not on the show.
Right.
Okay. You ain't even on the show. Okay, so at the end of the day, I don't know you. People don't know you. So I'm really gonna give you a dime. You know what I'm saying? Really, as a promoter or a club owner, it's up to me to say, look, yeah or nay. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't think it's I don't think it's good. You know what I'm saying? The main thing it is to get your name out there.
Get your name out.
That's all you gonna do. Your music can sound like crap. Your music sound like garbage. You know what I'm saying? But if you got that hustle and that grind, that's the main key. So I wouldn't even put in my mouth to ask for a dime. You know what I'm saying? And these artists right now, they need to learn that, man. It's gonna be hard. Don't get me wrong. They hear they little one little song in the club, and they got their chest stuck out. They now they need money. They hear the song on the radio. Now they think they're a superstar. There's a whole lot of artists right now, as they call Southern Soul, they think they're superstar. You know, they got about 1.5 hit out there. You can't tell them nothing because they already know. You know, they sit all in the dressing room, you know, like they John Taylor, Tyrone Davis. I'm just gonna call it what it is. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what it is, but no, man, you got to humble yourself in this game, man. This it's called a chitlin circuit.
Yes.
This thing ain't no goddamn major shit.
Right.
Yeah, Lane don't mean cuss.
Yeah. No, you good. It's off the record. No, it's off the record. You good.
Man, look here, man. You gonna stop playing me, LJ. Come on, man.
Well, I thought Reverend. I thought Bishop was listening, man.
I forgot. Yeah. Since we got a preacher's kid on here, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. Hey, look at my mama maybe listening to this mother.
Look, so LJ, let me ask you this question right here, man.
Okay.
Is there now? You've been in this business for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
To you, is there a hierarchy? Is there levels to these artists, in your opinion, in Southern Soul? Are there levels?
No. I don't think it's no level. I don't think it's no level. And I wouldn't even try to. If I were them, I wouldn't try to put myself on no level. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If everybody would get together as one to build this thing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, it may be a level then, but now I don't put nobody no level. I don't. You know, I mean, you know, it's to me. There's no kings, there's no kings, there's no princes. Remember what I said now? Remember what I said? Run it again, LJ.
Okay. Run it again.
Hear me real good.
Okay,
now.
I'm listening.
There's no king, there's no kings, and there's no prince.
Not
in this chitlin circuit. This chitlin circuit, man. This shit ain't even major like that, man. Come on. I mean, you know, and you got a lot of people. I'm just gonna say it off the record. You know, you got a lot of people. You know, you got a lot of people just putting out anything, man. You know, just putting out any kind of music. The music ain't been mixed. The music ain't been mastered. And, you know, I don't like to talk about nobody singing, but you know what I'm talking about. But, you know, but then they throw that out there and they going to claim it. They're going to say it's Southern Soul.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's not good. Then now they playing it on the radio. They playing it in the club. Same old thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, I mean, at the end of the day, man, 100%, there's no kings, there's no. To me, I could be on the top of the world. I know I'm on top of the world. This is real good now. I can know I'm on top of the world. Can't nobody tell me I'm on top of the world. I ain't on top of the world. You know I'm on top of the world. You know I'm on top of the world. And everybody else in this general will know I'm on top of the world. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna act like I'm on top of the world. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna put a name on me. Right. I'm not gonna put a name on me. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how humble I am. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, hey, you know.
Okay. You got something live? We about to ramp it up in a second. What you got live?
Oh, I'm just saying, you know, hey. So I want to ask this question. Hey, how old is that?
Y'all got me by myself. Ain't no other artists here but me.
It's exclusive for LJ Echols.
Exclusive, LJ. LJ, that song hit it from the back. How old is that song?
Man, that song I can't get the numbers right, so I'm gonna say I dropped it 2007.
Oh wow! So when did it really? I know when did it really take off? Like, boom!
It took off. It took off by itself.
Okay.
I really ain't pushed that song. If you got a hit song, it's gonna take off by itself. I'm gonna use it for example.
Okay.
Like the guy that's to me that's real hot right now, young guy, and he got hot like fast. That's a guy.
Joe.
King Joe.
Joe.
Hot. He hot. You know what I'm saying? If you got a hit, the dude didn't know he had a hit. If you got a hit, you could be sitting on your couch just chilling, and your music just spreading like crazy. Like what? Okay, it's way down there. Okay, to get numbers. Okay, you know, if you got a hit song, man, it's gonna push yourself. So I'm gonna say 2007. I said 2008. At the end 2008, begin 2009. Man, I was like running. When I said running like crazy, man, I mean like 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. You got your what's that show? I got 2 shows Sunday. Constantly. I'm gonna let y'all know who played drums for me. When hit it from the back first hit, you won't believe who's my drummer?
Who?
Fat
Hollywood.
Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy.
Fat Daddy.
My drummer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he my drummer, man, for a couple 2 or 3 years. He'll tell you, man, it was like non-stop. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna tell you when hit from the back first hit. I'm gonna be honest with you. For as the business end, I wasn't on my deal with the business end. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm letting all you artists know now. Please get your business right. See, I got my business right on that song the whole little bit after.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if I was just so hungry, man, I just threw out a song at that time. You know what I'm saying? For as get my business together, I did not get that right. But Hit It From the Back was supposed to be my single. Taking Candy From My Baby was supposed to be my single.
Right.
So since I already had Hit It From the Back already recorded, I just threw it out there until I got through my album. Man, I threw that joke out there, man. It just took off.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, took off.
So do you consider yourself a Southern soul singer?
No, they put me there. I mean, if they put me in it, hey, look at if they put me in it, I'm in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But now, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a Southern soul. No, I say I'm soul, blues, or whatever case may be. You know, I don't consider myself a Southern. I'm considering myself as North, East, West, all over. I just don't want to be stuck just in the South, in the Southern.
Gotcha. So let me ask you this question right here, LJ. You've been over here for a minute, right? Have you seen a shift in the attitude of the artist? Have you seen that?
Oh yeah, tremendous.
Okay, but why is that though? Why is that? And do you believe in friendly competition?
Man, I don't know about friendly competition, but I know. Man, I'm trying to think when I first seen it. Let me seriously, when I first seen it, man, I ain't gonna call no name, but yeah, but I seen a lot, man. You know, when I first started the thing, you know what I'm saying, with TK, whoever, was around the time, everything was good, everything was smooth with all the artists. There wasn't no hating, there wasn't no it was people like helping each other. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying when Mel Wade was living, when Mel was living, it wasn't none chest stuck out. I'm the king. I'm the queen. I'm the king. I'm always for it. Wasn't none of that, man. Everybody stuck together. I say they stuck together. So later on, the other cats come. They put out one. They hit about one hit and everything, and they chest stuck out.
Yeah,
they chest stuck out. You can't tell them nothing because they already know it. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it changed, man. When I say it changed, Doc, it changed tremendously. Tremendously. I see these cats right now. It's like that, man. I see cats right now ain't got nothing on the radio, ain't got nothing in the club. They got a song out there, but they still the attitudes is so bad. You know what I'm saying? They already think they already done made it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's not good.
But
anyway, all of it changed, man.
But see, by them having that attitude, I mean, I don't think that's a winning attitude with hell. Anybody can jump into Southern Soul. Anybody can say they're a Southern Soul singer.
Anybody. That goes back to what I said. You got people now, if they hear this person sing, they say, well, this person, he all right, he can't say nothing, but but he got a record out calling him Southern Soul. I'm gonna go ahead and try it. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot my shot out there. If he can do it, I can do it too.
I can do it. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go to the studio, just whip me up something. I don't give a damn what it is. It could be pancakes and eggs on that damn record. I'm gonna go ahead and record that motherfucker, put it out there and say, hey, it's my new Southern Soul single.
Right.
It ain't been mixed, it ain't been mastered, just something you just throw together. And then now they playing it all over. You know what I'm saying? I mean, man, the whole genre of music done changed, man.
LJ, this is what I'm seeing out here.
Okay.
You got guys and ladies or whatever. You got people just, like you say, just jumping up and putting out records. They ain't never performed on stage before. They ain't never performed in front of artists before. They don't know how to conduct themselves on a performance. And it's about singing, but you got to perform for these people too. And some of these people don't know how to perform. They don't know how to interact with the crowd. They don't know how to do none of that because they never done it before. They jumping on these people's stages and you looking just like what you are, a talent show act.
Yeah. Hey, Hey, hands down. Hey, I see a lot, man. I see a lot. I just tell you what. I just sit back. You know, I'm always watching and just analyzing folks, man. It's some artists right now, man. I talked to about 6 years ago. You know, they had a little hot song out there. You know what I'm saying? And it sound damn good. You know, and every time I see that person, I look at them, I say, man, whatever you do, man, just stay humble in this game, man. Don't get big head. You know what I'm saying? Just you know, you don't be. And then I went to another artist. I said, man, look, man. I said, man, you gotta mean with your crowd, man. Mean with your fans. You know what I'm saying? Let people know that you love them. You know, man, them niggas ain't heard shit I see. That's
Nothing you see.
Damn other. You know, so I said, okay, that's cool. You know, I try to give people advice much as I can.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm here to help folks. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I'm saying? But your first impression to me, you know, if it ain't good, I ain't gonna fool with you.
Right.
Yeah. So let me ask you a question. LJ, do you have any artists signed to you right now?
No, I got my mom on the gospel side. You know what I'm saying? She doing, you know, I would call her record on the gospel side. My sister, I would call her 2 albums on the blues side, soul blues side. But for them signed to my label, no, I ain't got nobody locked down. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, not yet. You know what I'm saying?
So do you feel there's something wrong if for artists to sign with another artist? Is there something wrong with that in your opinion?
Yeah, my opinion. If I'm taking my opinion now, my opinion, yeah, because the artists they sign with, they're gonna look out more for them than they will their own artist, than the artist. Yeah, my opinion.
Yeah,
you know, now if I sign with an old artist, it's gonna be with an artist like that been out there a long time ago, done retired. You know what I'm saying? Artists like that. I mean, you know, yeah, I do like that, but I'm not gonna sign with nobody anyway if you ain't done nothing for yourself. Yeah, you gotta show me. You gotta show, man. You gotta show me what you done. That's the case. I'm always gonna sign with. I'm always gonna sign with you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Kevin Young production. I'm always signing with Kevin production. Kevin Young records. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if I ain't seen that you done something with somebody, or other artists, if I ain't seen you that you know, doing things, moving things, I ain't even signing with nobody. I don't care who it is. I mean, they go for managers. They go for managers. You know, they kill me, man. Yeah. The new artists. New artists talking about, man, I got my manager. I got a manager. Man, you new. You don't need no damn manager. What you need a manager for? You know, one thing is the manager, they're gonna look out for themselves before they look out for the artists. Right. This real good.
You know what? And that's what I said. I tell these people, they say, man, I got to talk to my manager. I said, you on 2 shows a year. You can't manage your own career. You ain't on but 2 shows a year. What the hell you need a manager for? To give your manager 10% from 2 shows. But I guess it sounds good. I guess it just sounds good. Man, I got a manager, you know. And look, you got some of these people that had the nerve to even ask for rental cars and all this stuff. Are you serious? Are you serious?
Rental car?
To ask for a rental car. If you and thinking I'm going to put my name on a rental car for you, you lost your mind. You can
get your name,
huh? Yeah, they want a rental car. I'm like, are you serious, bro?
Lying, cat.
I ain't lying, bro.
Hey, man, I don't think Arcade want no rental car.
Goddamn rental car, man.
These jokers want rental cars, man. I mean, it's just so funny to me, man. And then just like what I listened to Cold Drink this morning on K9 show, you know, and he was saying these artists asking for a large amount of money, you know, and I've been saying that since I've been a promoter. You know, how can you really know your self-worth when you haven't done a show yourself?
Right.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah, go ahead.
A lot of people, they wonder how I work so much, you know.
We're gonna talk about that. Yeah, I got a question. Hold on, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. Okay, I'm gonna ask you about that.
But yeah, man, rental cars, man, that's not good with the rental car, man. You might gonna get a plane. I mean, get a private jet. You got a private jet.
So look, LJ, you're a musician. How many instruments you play?
I do bass, drum, keyboard, and guitar. I do 4.
So how do you feel about track shows versus band shows?
Man, it's different. It's like different between night and day. You know, it's just like hot water and cold water. Yeah. You know the difference. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no warm. It's hot and cold. You know, and my price, man.
No, don't go there yet.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna ask you about that.
With track show, you know, Man, I'm tell you something. To me, my opinion.
Yeah.
The only way a person could really do a track show, like if they're up in a new market like Las Vegas, California, whatever case may be, for promotion. You know what I'm saying? That my opinion, what I think track show should be. You know, before like an artist, a live performance, I truly think artists should always bring their band. You know what I'm saying? I'm not selfish for no money. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making bread, my band gonna make bread.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm still gonna have me about a good 3 or 4 in my pocket after I took care of the band. So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. A lot of artists now, they want to pocket all that money, dancing at the house. Yeah. You know, if I pay to see a show, just say if I didn't do what I do, just somebody on the street. If I pay my money, I want to see a band. I really don't want to see no track. I can put my CD player in the CD player and listen to them, but unless they do a meet and greet. Now, if I want to meet and greet the artist, set up a meet and greet. Yeah. You know, so people can take pictures, whatever case may be. Before performing, I think they should have a band. You know, don't get me wrong. I do private parties, little track. Take up on the private deal. You know what I'm saying? People don't even know what's going on. I may slide in a track on a Friday. Then I'm still gonna have my band with me now. Hear me real good now.
Gotcha.
Listen real good. If I do a track on a Friday, the private part track on a Friday, I'm still gonna have my band with me, right? I'm still gonna break my band off some money just for their time. Okay. I'm gonna take care of my band just for their time, for that Friday. Like this weekend here, like Friday we got a little private party do Friday. It's a track thing Friday. My band gonna come in. My band gonna come in because we gotta do a show in Lubbock, Texas on Saturday. Right. So at the end of the day, my band still gonna have bread Friday. They ain't gotta pay nothing. They can get drunk, whatever the hell they want to do. Go on back to the hotel and chill out. But they still got bread in their pocket. Saturday gonna be the big show. Right. Let's go with it.
LJ, what did you think about the tracks that are done live? It's still
the same thing, man. I think it's still the same thing. If you ain't got no instruments in your hand, it ain't live.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, I mean, I ain't trying to make no artist mad out here.
No. This is knowledge.
I'm gonna get my opinion.
Hey, this is the show of knowledge, man. You spit knowledge right here. And you know what I'm saying? You spilling knowledge. So that's why we want you on the show, so you can talk to guys like me and other artists and what we need to step our game up to. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
it. Look, those were the easy questions y'all read down. We're gonna get hot now. We're gonna get hot now. So
damn, that means I thought that was hard.
Yeah. Oh no. I got some questions for you. Okay, here's the deal right here. Mr. LJ Echols. Mr. LJ Echols. Now, it has been said that your career hadn't reached its full potential due to your booking price being either the same over the years or too low. You know, what is your response to that?
Come on, dog. Let them know.
I think it's hate because they don't know.
Yeah.
There's hate. I'm tell you what, I live in right now. I live in a $500,000 home.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I got 3 or 4 cars out there. And I'm getting a Sprinter. Well, I supposed to got a Sprinter tomorrow in Tulsa, Oklahoma to pick that Sprinter up. But I can't pick that Sprinter up because of the weather. So I'm gonna pick that Sprinter up. It's a 2020 Sprinter. I'm picking up money.
Do your thing, man.
I'm telling you, look up. I'm paying cash.
Come on with it.
You know what I said? Cash.
Yeah.
Cash.
You know how much the Sprinter is?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Cash.
Yeah.
Okay. So look here. Now they can do the numbers. They can do the numbers. But my prices do change. My prices go up. My price will stay the same. My price is reasonable. I'll tell you why my price is reasonable, because just said for one thing, I ain't gonna charge about $8,000, $9,000, $10,000. Then they book me and you got like 100 people in there.
Right.
You got 50 people in there. So that's really hurting me. So the same one that's saying that is hating, and the same one that's saying that is like I said, you gotta put butts. You gotta put butts by yourself now, not by other artists. By yourself. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, my price is good. Again, I still take care of my band, and I still walk away by $4,000 in my pocket. I'm good.
Yeah. So
I'm good.
So it's safe to say that your prices are where they are because you figured it out. You know, you figured it out. You book often on shows versus a promoter calling you for $7,000 or $8,000 and you book that one time, you know, and they don't call you back versus you get them a reasonable price. And you got about 80 shows right now, right? How many shows you got?
What, yeah. I got about 80. I tell you what, you add my money up at the end of the year and add their money up at the end of the year, see come on top. hey, look. That's all I gotta say now. This is real good.
Yeah.
Add their money up at the end of the year. Add my money up at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And see who can come out on top.
Yeah. So is it?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. All the people come with hits. Okay, how many hits I got? Okay, we got. Let me name the hits I got. We let me see what had to tell somebody. Good old motor, dragging that wagon.
Tell on me.
The remake on what's the name? Tell on you the remake. How low can you go? Hit from the back. And they're not excited. I mean, they call me. I don't call them. They call me. I don't pick up no phone. Say, look, man, can you book me on this show? I ain't got to call nobody. Yeah. I ain't got to call nobody. But back then when I was struggling, I was calling, begging for, calling Roger Red. Matter of fact, Roger Red just called me about 3 days ago. I was booked though. Called me, a promoter called me. And so when that song we hit it from back got hot. Now they call me. I'm this far. See, I can cuss them because I'm this far from telling them to kiss my ass. But I had to breathe in, breathe out, and harm myself. Yeah. Okay. All right, man. Let me look at my book. Let me see what I got. Okay. But now I ain't got to do it no more. They call me. I ain't got to call nobody.
There you go.
I ain't got to beg nobody for no show. I'm lying coming through. I ain't got to do none of that no more. I just sit back, relax, wait on phone call. Right now, my voicemail full right now on my other phone. Voicemail full. Up on my booking. My voicemail full right now.
Yeah.
But ain't really, I'm pretty much booked. But you know what I'm saying? But I do have some open dates now. I ain't gonna lie. I do have some open dates. So sometime tomorrow, I ain't doing nothing tomorrow. We got a storm coming in tomorrow. Whatever case may be. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna take them phone calls, write them dates down. Whatever dates that I got open, I'm gonna fill them in.
Okay. So look, another question. I seen your post. You posted some of this public record when you posted about these artists are copycat murderers. They want to copy everything you do. What you mean by that?
Everything.
Man, man, I had to take a drink on that. Man, look, man, these artists, man, they think I'm a legend, man. I ain't no legend in this game, man. The legends, half the legends already dead and gone, man. They like I'm already dead. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. They you know what I'm saying? They watching what I wear, watching what I do, watching what I say, watching my swag, watch what's going on. It's a nigga right now out there right now. Call no name. But, you know what I'm saying? He done stole my little signature there. They gonna stole my signature. Y'all said he ain't got no nigga. You know what I'm talking about? So you know what I'm saying? So still my signature, man. The niggas been watching me. Nigga been watching me. Nigga been watching me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but you know, man, I'm tell you something. If you say you a king, whatever the hell, prince, why the hell you fucking why you trying to love me? I ain't who am I?
Yeah.
I ain't no goddamn body. And if I was somebody,
they taking your shit.
And if I was somebody, you won't know because I'm just that humble. I got that humble spirit. You ain't gonna know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna know what's in my bank account. You ain't gonna know what's going. You ain't gonna know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a humble guy. You know what I'm saying? But man, but it kills me, man. You know what I'm saying? That make me less of an artist. That make me less of an artist. That make me less of a man. If I had to just say, if I see your hat got whatever your hat, can't see it. I got my glass on, still can't see it. Whatever your hat
got Porsche on it.
Yeah, that, and you got your top off your head, right? And I know for a fact that's your signature. That's how you get on stage. So that would make me less of an artist. That would make me less of a man to go back and just and do what you do, have the same thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Come on, to me, it's just embarrassing, man. But saying, but then you don't call yourself a king and a king, and you're a superstar.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I must be all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in that, and I said all the time, man, you know, it's Southern Soul is non-voluminous. It's not big at all. You know, it's not big. So if you have a style, because you do have a distinct sound, even with your sound, you got a distinct sound. You know, I can tell the LJ Echols song when I hear it. So, but why would anybody, you know, want to come up and say, well, I want to do this just like this person. If you can't perfect it, because the people aren't stupid. Because the first thing they say, hold on, that sound like LJ. Hold on, that sound like so and so. You know, so I mean that kills
right.
you, man. That if you think it's gonna work, it's not gonna work because Southern Soul is just not that big. You know, it's not that big, man.
I tell people, man. I think I made a post a while ago. The main thing is just find you. Just find you, create you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna do get somebody that's dead and gone, like Jonah Taylor, Tyrone Davis, or Marvin Seas, or goddamn shit, Mel Wade, goddamn pinch out them. Put your head blown or something.
Yeah.
You know, your whole head. You know what I'm saying? Get them get them cat. You know what I'm saying? I'm still living. You know what I'm saying? Why you mess with me?
Yeah.
you know, but you know, I don't think it's good, man. But like I said, it is what it is. I'm just gonna keep on pushing. Keep on doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's why
doing what you're doing,
I
man.
stay. That's right. That's why I stay out of people's way. That's why you don't never. I stay out of people's way. I'm in the studio. I'm on the road. I mean, you know, I don't. You know, I ain't got no friends. You know, I don't hang out with nobody. I don't say, well, let's go to the club, to go to the bar, chill out. I ain't got nobody because I don't fool nobody. I don't hang with nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I mean, the main thing is key for the artist, man, to find yourself.
Right.
Find your signature. Find you something people know that's, you know, that's you. That's life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's life. I know life when I see that. That's life.
Yeah.
You know, so bring your own self. Yeah, live. I mean live. You know, not live, no live.
Yeah.
You know, so, have your own brand. You know what I'm saying?
So, okay. So my next question. Okay. You was also involved in an incident with a promoter that when you went live and it went viral. It went viral. So what was that about?
Boy, they got them Kevin. But they got them Kevin gave a party.
Hey, LJ. You know what I tell people?
I bet Kevin could wait. I come with this motherfucker, boy.
Right. Hey, look, you know what I tell people, right? I said, I'm not gonna ask you nothing that's not public. You know what I'm saying? If it's public, you know what I'm saying? People already know.
Yo, your ass, Jay.
Hey, look at me swear like motherfucker. Hey, but man, that altercation. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about the God heaven truth on that altercation. Everybody hear me real good. If I had a Bible, I put my hand on the Bible. I ain't got no Bible. But that lady, she booked me in. Man, I forgot the date. I think it was like last year. And I still cut up a hell of a deal. Last year, because she said she a new promoter, female promoter, she needs some help. This last year now. And I said, okay, you know, I gave a price, you know what I'm saying? I gave a pretty good reasonable price. And so we got there. Everything was good. But later on, I realized we was at the hotel. She had a fight with, her and her daughter had a fight with one of the fans. I didn't know about that until the other altercation. So everything went well, everything went good. So now she booked me again. Now check it out. Now she booked me again. So when she booked me, when we did sound check, before we got sound check, we got there. As soon as we got there, she said, "Look, somebody was smoking in the room and everything. And they charged me $250.
Okay, you sound loud.
I'm like $250. Yeah, because one of my guys was smoking in the room. I said, smoking in the room. I said, we only get 3 rooms now, 2 doubles and 1 single. So I said, smoking in the room. So yeah, smoking in the room and everything. I said, no. I said, they can't smoke in the room. I said, no. I said, if they smoke in the room, they would have called me what it came in be. But I had my people call and see whose name was in the room. Check it out now. My name was on all 3 rooms. Hear me real good now. See, that's why I do some shit within the game. My name's on all this shit was like last year. This ain't last year now. This ain't okay. So why now you gonna tell me now about a room? This show was old. It's an old show now about the room. So the room, all 3 rooms in my name. My credit card was on file. It's really good now. My credit card was on file. And they had my phone number. So what if anytime you're in a hotel, if you smoking in that room, they're gonna call you the next day.
That's right.
Is that right or wrong?
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna call you the next day. Either they gonna take the money off their card. I didn't get no money, take it off my card. Okay, I didn't get no phone call. So now she comes. So right now, I see some shit in the game now.
That means you booked the room then.
Yeah. You know, she was in the room. So when she was she was in the room. She paid for the room, but I had to put my card on file
for incidental. Yeah,
incidental. So now she lying saying they charged her card $250 for smoking. This show people like last year now. Now we on a new show. Now why she just not telling me that? So hold on now. So right now, me being who I am, I said some shit in the game. So now I need the rest of my money. No. I said, man, I need the rest of my money right now. No. I said, need my money. The rest of my money, I'm gonna go live. I went live. So everybody, I said, they go to the short fat one right there. You know what I'm saying? That's you. You know what I'm saying? I told my guy, look, pack up. I said, oh, you can get my money? Let's get the hell out. We just left. You know what I'm saying? But I'm tell you something. But first of all, I don't get out of my character like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up, man.
Hey, nigga, he says off the record, right? It's off the record. hey, look.
Okay, go ahead.
Look here. So I just put on live, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know, but like I said, you know, I mean, I don't get out. People know me. They know I don't get out of my character like that.
Yeah.
So if I got out of my character like that, that means somebody had did something real bad for me to do that. So kind of my knowledge, man, the shit done went viral. The preacher told the other preacher, man, that shit just went so spreading like wildflower. It's like, so not everybody know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man. So now everywhere I go, guess what? They have my money.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're gonna have my money.
Hey, so Ezra, let me ask you this question right here, man. As an artist, when you get your front end, right? So do you expect promoters to pay you at sound check or when you show back up for the show?
If I know them, just say if I know you, right? You know, we gotta you know, mutual bond. You know what I'm saying? So so I'll pretty much expect my money before I perform, or you know, if I really know you gonna have my money, I ain't been a while since I did my money after I performed now, but anyway. But yeah,
I'm talking about that sound check. You know, sound check is at 4. The show don't start till 7. So do you want want your money at sound check, or you want it when you show back up at 8:30 before you go on?
Again, I mean that's called like I said, if I don't know you, I want that sound check. You know, if I know you, I get it before I go on. You know what I'm saying? But that woman there, that particular woman, you know, when she came without that there, I need my money then. Hold on, I need my money then. I'm telling you something. I've been in the game for a while. So, as a promoter, I can tell how you act. I can tell your ways. I can tell how you move your eyes. If you know, and if you start feeding me too much, you know, give me too much food, give me too much something to drink and all this kind of stuff, that's a sign that you ain't got my money. You know what I'm saying? So when I see that sign, that's when I'm gonna tap you on the shoulder right then. Let's go ahead and handle the business. Go ahead and handle the business. No, man, we can handle a bit little photo show. I said, no, Doc, we need to handle the business like now, because now I see something ain't right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I would love to have my money at soundcheck.
Yeah. Right. So it's safe to say you had that spirit of discernment when jokers walk around and say, man, you want a beer? You be like, no, I want my money.
I want my damn money. You want some neck bone? Yeah, I got them kind of neck bone. I want some green neck bone.
Wow. So so look, LJ, let me ask you this question right here, man. Do you have a list of do not call? You got promoters blocked from not calling you to promote I got
a whole gang of them motherfuckers, man.
Why?
When I say a whole gang, my phone. Hold on. Yeah, I'm on my phone. I was gonna show you.
Yeah.
I got a whole lot of calls that do not call, do not answer. In my book, I got a book. It's called Do Not Answer. Because what they'll do, they'll wait 2 or 3 years from now, then they'll try to call you again. They think you forgot. Same promoter, you know what I'm saying? So I know how they work, man. I've been in the game for a while. You know what I'm saying? I know how they work.
So what they do? They didn't have your money, or they rub you wrong, or why you got them on the do not call list?
Pretty much not having my money, and pretty much just want to call me to just talk about dates. You know, I got a lot on right now talking about dates. They've been talking dates ever since 2018, and they still ain't seen our date. So this one just called me, just have a conversation, just talk. I ain't got time to talk.
Yeah, I
talk
feel
money. You know what I'm saying? Cause like right now, I don't answer my phone. If anybody talk, like if you call, I answer. Y'all call, I answer. My band members call, family member call, I answer. If anybody call my number, I don't know. I ain't finna answer because they ain't talking no money. They send me a text. They send me a text message. We would talk. You know what I'm saying? But
so Adriel, let me ask you a question, man. So, have you received any awards from the JMA or ZBT or any award show?
I think I got one ZBT award, man. They
do you have
Cookie had brought it back. Yeah, Cookie brought it back. I don't know what year it was, but yeah, man, I don't do them award thing no more, man. When I figure out, that it was about a bunch of mess, I don't do awards no more.
Yeah.
No Southern Soul award.
Yeah.
Okay. So if I win it, I perform on it. If they pay me to perform on it, I perform on award. Before it mean like going to award, man. Now if I win, that'd be great. Somebody can bring it back to me, but I ain't finna go out and waste my gas to go down there and do that. Cause like I said,
I'm doing my award show and you better come.
I don't hear you say it again.
He froze. I don't know what he asked.
Yeah, he froze.
Yeah, he froze. So when you ever attended one?
Yeah. I attended. I attended the first, as they call it, Southern Soul Blues Award was the Just. Have you heard of Just Blues Award?
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah. The first one called Just Blues Award. Right then, I knew it was some shit in the game. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
yeah, man. Tell me what happened. They had me nominated. So I was nominated, and I was a nominated man, and you know how you call the list of people that been nominated,
right?
So matter of fact, it was in Atlanta, Georgia. It was
okay.
Atlanta. So they say, okay, they go out to and they want to go to somebody, right? They didn't even call my name out, and I've been nominated.
They ain't call you at all?
At all, but I've been nominated. Back then I knew some shit was in the game. Now the guy, the owner Just Blues Award, gonna put him to the side. You know what I'm saying? He want to break me out with some gas money and a hotel. I like, man, you know what? I'm good.
Wow.
So I drove way back to Dallas. Cause back then I knew some shit was in the game. I knew some mess in the game then. So now after that, I started going to other blues award. Been messing the game. Been messing the game. They ain't doing it right. When they do it right, I'll be there. But meanwhile,
they gotta do it.
They got all this stuff to me.
Yeah, they gotta do it right, man. And it's you got people holding grudges against people, and it's just it's just not right, man. Okay, just because you got a grudge with somebody, he don't deserve the award that he deserved, that he worked for.
Not good.
That's not good, man.
That's not right at all, man.
That's not good at all. So I have questions, I have opinions, and if you have a question or you have an opinion about certain award shows, you ostracize. You trying to hate on them, or you know what I'm saying? And that's just not the case, And we are artists, man. We artists first. So we want to know, and everybody want to be recognized. Everybody will. If you don't want to be recognized, you're in the wrong game. So I want to be recognized right, though.
Yeah, it gotta be right.
Especially if I do
right. Make me feel that. Make me feel I deserve that thing.
Exactly. Especially if I've been working hard. I've been out here doing my thing, and you see me doing my thing, and you just shun me because you don't like me, or you shun me because somebody else that you mess with don't like me. That's unfair.
That's why you will see me at that one of them. The only way you see me at one of them, motherfucker, if I'm performing on that, they pay me to perform on that. You ain't gonna see me. You and I see me at no kind of award, man. No kind of award, man. But
all right, so you're not coming to my award show?
Man, look here. We got to talk about it. Y'all come here.
Yeah, man. You gotta come, bro.
I know you gonna. Hey, look, I know you gonna do it right. Hey, I know. Cause you all. Cause look, hold on. First of all, you already see all the wrong. You see all the wrong. You see the bullshit. So I think yours will be.
But LJ, you did go to the Meridian one. That's where I think that was my first truly met you. You went to the one in Meridian.
I've been to a pretty bit of them.
Yeah, you went to the one in Meridian.
Hold on now, that Meridian.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some of the big pace.
Exactly.
They had a big old. Didn't have no sound. They had one little amp and one little speaker for that whole big old. Man, that's yeah.
Let me pause for a second and say hello to my dad, man. My dad's a Vietnam veteran on here. Hey, Pops, how you doing? My dad, hey, Young. That's my dad.
What's up,
man.
Pop? What's going on, Pop?
Yeah, that's why I tell everybody, man, when I go live, I'm not gonna say nothing to disrespect my father's name, because Young is his name. That's my granddad's name. So
that's right.
That's why when I go live and I have these conversations, I'm not gonna ever get on here and not have no sort of style of elocution.
Yes, sir.
And parse my words and get on here just talking crazy. Then have to go back and take it down and apologize.
That's right.
That's wrong answer. So LJ, let me ask you a question. So do you allow your band to play with other people? So like for instance, if you show up on a show and it's two bands there, and say if their guitar player don't show up, would you allow your guitar player to play with that band or what?
I ain't got no problem with that, because a couple times my guitar player, my ex-guitar player, I ain't got him no more. He ain't with me. I got somebody else. My other guitar player, man, he called me and asked me could he do it. And don't get me wrong, and the artist called me and asked me could they play. I said, man, that's cool. Out of respect, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, that's cool. That'd be crazy if I said no. You know what I'm saying? That'd be selfish of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I said, that's cool. Then come to figure out, then they asked me the other time, he was already playing with him. So, I mean, I still but hold on, but let's check it out. But I still didn't have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. Look at him. Long as I don't interfere with what I'm doing.
I'm doing.
Right. I don't care who my guys play with. No, as long as I don't interfere with my show, I do not care who they play with. You know what I'm saying? Long as like I say, but I know they gotta make their money too. Like we got a show Saturday and Sunday. They want to play with somebody else on that Friday. I'm cool with that. Long as again. Now once you come to me talking about, just like my guitar player right now. Well, a guitar player that's not with me. He said, LJ, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, LJ, he said, look, he said, please send me your schedule, man. So the dude been with me for years now.
Yeah.
When I say year, 5 to 7 years, you know what I'm saying? He already know how we roll. He know how we roll. He know we roll each and every weekend. Things really pick up around January, February, March, April, May, June. It starts slowing down around November, December. Starts slowing down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But by the grace of God, everything been picking up around November, December. So he gonna say, look, man, send me the schedule, man, so I can check it out now. Send me the schedule so he can let me know what. He didn't say date. He said dates. Let me let you know what dates I can't make, and I'm gonna get you a feeling in. I'm like, no, I don't need no part-time. I need a full-time musician. I don't need no part-time musician. You finna call me talking about you gonna have a so night. So now you telling me I gotta practice with this fill-in guitar player, a bass player, a drummer, a keyboard player. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't need nobody part-time. I need somebody full-time because things is rolling.
Right.
I mean, that's just how I am. But again, I don't care who you play with. I'm not gonna tell my musician to don't play with nobody else but me. You can tell you why, because they ain't on contract.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when I give you them dates,
you locked in.
Contracted.
They locked in. Yeah.
They locked in.
Yeah.
So it ain't no whatever dates I can't make. I'm gonna have a feeling. No, I don't rock like that.
Right.
I don't rock like that.
So let me ask you. Let's go back to shows. Let's go back to shows. Does it matter where you at in the lineup on the show?
No matter to me. Long as they got my money.
Yeah. So
they put me.
Well, you with that.
Side.
Yeah.
Long as they got my money, I don't care where they put me at.
But why do you think artists have a problem with that? If they say you're gonna open or you're gonna be the second person, why do you think artists have a problem with that? Or
they don't have confidence in their music,
or the way they picture is positioned on the flyer. I mean, why do you think that is?
Well, they superstars.
Yeah,
they stars, man. You can't knock stars. They think they stars. But don't get me wrong. Now, if you got, now you got life picture way bigger than motherfucker in the front. You got my picture way in the back. Now I may have a problem with it. Now I'm gonna have a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? Won't go down here, got my money. I'm gonna have a problem. If you gonna put me in live picture, big the same. Put that I
don't have it bigger than yours.
Hey, look. I don't mind him being just a little bit bigger than me. I don't care about that. But you gonna have me smaller on the cone like I ain't got no head out there. No. Look at first of all, I ain't gonna put that shit on my page. No goddamn way. That shit ain't have to go on my page. You know what I'm saying? But for them getting mad upset, I don't think it's it don't really matter to me. You know, I don't know why they like that. You know, first, second, third, fourth. I mean, it's really all on the promoter, man. The one that's paying your money. You know, if Kevin, if you paying my money, you know, you say, look here, man, you here. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm still gonna do my best. You know, I ain't gonna do nothing less. I ain't gonna do nothing more. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you gonna give me half my money, I'm gonna give you about 1 or 2 songs. Maybe. You know, but
so look, let me ask you, since you got a lot of hits, man, let me ask you about these billboards and these records that these artists boast about they sell. You know, so what
Billboard?
What is your perspective on that? These people say they've been on the Billboard, they sold like 200 million records. I mean, how do you keep track of that?
Man, they lying. You can't keep track of that. They lying. They lying. Ain't no such thing in no damn Billboard. No.
Yeah.
I don't see how they can't keep track of that. Ask them how many records, CD, what's the name they sold. That bitch they can't tell you. Because they don't know.
Yeah.
No. I don't believe in that. No, I don't believe in that thing, man. All that stuff could be paid for. All that stuff could be, you know, it's just a gimmick, man. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
I think it is. It's my opinion.
So if I told you I sold 1 million records, then is there any way you can go and check and see if I sold 1 million records?
No, I don't think it is. Okay, how if you sold 1 million records, right? You sold 1 million records, but you got but you living in a goddamn apartment, or you living in a goddamn little gingerbread house.
I'm from the motherfucking go, dog.
You said a gingerbread house.
A gingerbread apartment. It could be. Hey, look, that it could be an apartment. It could be anything. It could be. No. I'm saying like a small house. I mean, I'm telling you, man. I ain't bragging on what I got. I'm gonna answer your question. You know. You sold 1 million records. Yeah. You sold 1 million goddamn records. But come on, man. I mean, you got to put two and two together, man. I know what I'm saying. Listen, y'all, for the record, and I ain't trying to act like I'm all that. I ain't trying to act like I'm this. I ain't trying to act like I got this. I ain't trying to be cocky. I'm not trying to be arrogant, because I'm not a cocky, arrogant person. For the record.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me just that for everybody that's looking and watching me real good. I want y'all to have bad taste in my mouth. This nigga cocky, nigga arrogant. No, please. I'm not even like that at all. I'm just answering your question about my opinion. That's from the inside. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
You know.
So somebody just texted and said BMI tracks, BMI track, there are trackers out there, BMI track there if you sold 1 million records.
Oh, BMI track it, yeah. BMI track it. Whoever your distribution you track it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I'm not gonna knock nobody. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's if they got the business, it's all about business, man. They got the business together. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got to excuse me. That shit was
but I said a lot of these cats, I just laugh at this shit, man. I laugh at these motherfuckers.
But you know what though? I tell people it's all about mentality, man. You know, I know I have seen people who won the lottery, who was broke, won the lottery, won $10 million and still broke. You know,
broke. Most definitely.
2-3 years later because of their mentality.
Yes, sir.
Mentality. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So their mentality. But the thing is, man, you know, people sit here and I hear them all the time. You know, they'll say, you know, I have this, I have that, which is fine. I mean, nobody's knocking that. Yeah, nobody's knocking that. Yeah. But you can't knock the next person that want to go spend $1 million on a house or $100,000 on a car. You know what I'm saying? You can't knock them for that. Yeah, you can't knock them for that. You know what I'm saying?
You preaching now. You preach.
Yeah, that's what I see, man. Because I remember to this day, LJ Echols.
Yes, sir.
When y'all posted your house on Facebook.
Yes, sir.
I saw a couple artists said they don't need no mansion. They don't need this.
But I'm tell you what, like I said again, that's not my doing. That's God's doing. You know, I just didn't wake up and say, look, I'm gonna go find me a $500,000 home.
No.
No. All that come with struggles, man. It come with have your business together. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that till later on. My second album about the business. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like I said, I plays everything. 100% goes to me on everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. I don't need no, ain't nobody got no cut on nothing from the studio, from the bass, drum, keyboard, for map, for everything. I get 100% everything. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about business, man. Like I said, I didn't ask for that range. I didn't ask for that Range Rover. I didn't ask for that for this house. I didn't ask for the Mother 2 car. I didn't ask for that Sprint I'm gonna buy. I didn't ask for that, but I know I need that vehicle because of this road. Because I'm riding right now, riding the goddamn 2017 Ford Transit. I know that's something's got to go. That goddamn transmission about crying. But we're gonna do one more time this weekend. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, to get it right. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's not my doing, man.
Edge, let me ask you this question right here. You know, I hear often people talk about catalogs, right? Okay, so if say like for instance, if I got 100 songs, if I got 100 songs, not necessarily mean that 100 of them are a hit. So if I got 100 songs that are catalog, right? But I don't own all my songs, right? But you have 50, but you own all of them. So how does that equate to I got a bigger catalog to you when you own all of you own everything, you own 100%, but I only own 50%. But my catalog is bigger because I got more songs. Do that make sense?
No, not really, man. I don't get in all that shit, but no, not really.
No, you know, because I often hear people talk about their catalog. Okay, fine. Michael Jackson had a big catalog, but I didn't like all of Michael Jackson's songs. All Michael Jackson songs wasn't no hit.
Well, they may leave them goddamn catalogs alone, especially if you're in Southern Soul, leave that shit alone.
Why?
Cause it's you know, me, I don't see myself in no catalog, man. I don't number myself as nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is what it is, you know, on that end.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a yardstick that a lot of them measure themselves. They say, you know, they catalog.
Yeah.
Okay.
I ain't gonna measure nothing.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but that's what a lot of them do. They to try to stiffen their position in Southern Soul, they go to their catalog. You know,
you can't do that, man. It's a lot of cats right now told they got this many followers, they got this many this, they got this many number when they go live. They got all that's irrelevant. That don't mean nothing. But your ass still open up the show. Your ass still in the middle. You know, it don't them numbers don't even matter about that, man. Yeah. So they that's why I told you I ain't about this shit. They might throw them numbers away. That really don't even mean nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
All it boils down to is dollars and cents, right?
Dollars and cents. What's hitting your account?
Yeah.
What's hitting your account? What's hitting your account? Come on now. I mean, what's the main thing is what hitting your account. Don't go for. I mean, they go for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's all about business. It's all about what you know what hitting your account. You know what I'm saying? Ain't that bragging type of guy. You know, ain't that what you call it? You know, flossing kind of guy like that, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
truculent.
I don't
truculent. Yeah.
Yeah, truculent. Whatever. Yeah. I don't talk, man. My account talk.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay. So is it safe to say, LJ, you get along with everybody in Southern Soul?
I got about two of them on my shit list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got two of them on my shit list.
What does that mean?
No, I got 2.5 on my shit list. 2.5 on my shit list. So that anybody else, man, I'm cool with you.
So when you say that, so do that mean that you don't speak to them at all, or you just told you with them?
I don't speak to them at all.
You know?
And if I don't speak to you, that means you done something very bad to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got 2.5 on my shit list. I had about 5 of them, but
2.5. Hold on. What does half?
The half is I'll speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Then I move off. I move around.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but the mother 2 niggas, they walk past me. Them niggas, you know, I ain't gonna say that. But anyway,
yeah.
You know, but it just and I the type of person I am and how I was raised, I really don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but like I said again, if I don't speak to you, that means you did something very, very terrible to me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And
you got some guys out here, man. That I don't know where their mentality is. I don't know where they get it from, man. But it's just terrible, man. And they be the main ones to be talking about togetherness. and this and that shit, man. You just stabbing people in the back and forth, man. Like this shit don't make any sense, man. Like I understand. Right. I understand exactly where you're coming from, man. Exactly.
Yeah, man. I would love. I mean, to the fullest, man, to the heart, to the core. I would love, man, for all the artists, for everybody to get together, man, and just do the right thing, man. Just love one another,
right?
And just stop having your chest so stuck out, man, and stop being arrogant and cocky, and just do the right thing, man. Just keep make good music and make your fans happy. You know, I know artists right now, man, looked at the fan up and down, looked up and down, and just walked off. You know, that's not good. That same fan done paid your light bill. Well, hell, I think they paid the light bill. Hell, I don't know what the hell to pay, but same fan done paid your light bill, done paid your water bill, but you gonna look at that person like they trash.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so if they ever get out that little superstar circuit, man.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to. I mean, you know, man, everything be good.
And like Cav say, Southern Soul is so small, so it's so small that to even act like that is crazy because you got to interact with your Southern Soul. You got to interact with your fans. You got to,
man. I'm gonna tell you something right now. It's some cats right now, man. Got their head stuck out. They got their chest stuck out. Head so swole, but you got a 9 to 5, but you still working the job.
Yeah,
they don't go together.
Yeah,
they go together. That shit don't go together. You still got to clock in, nigga. But you got your head big.
Exactly. You know, that's what I tell people too. I say your label has to match your product. You know, your label. So you can't go to Walmart and buy some cornflakes and it says cornflakes on the front of it, but then you look at the label, you got something else in there. That just don't match. that don't match.
You got Cheerios.
I tell people that all the time. I'm glad I could. Okay, I tell people that all the time, and there's nothing wrong with having confidence.
No,
nothing wrong with that. No, but see, some people, I think, you know, especially over here in the Southern Soul, I think their confidence is absorbed, you know, easily, you know, by them. But if you look at the product, you know, you should be the humblest person in Southern Soul.
Mm-hmm. Should be.
You should be very humble.
You would think now. You would think.
Yeah. You know, so that's why I laugh at some of these people that's still working that want to come out with these ridiculous prices. I'm like, really? You don't even make that on your job.
Come on, man. Come on.
You make it on your 9 to 5 job.
Now you preach.
Yeah, I tell them, look, when you're talking about $6, $7, $8, $9, $10,000, you're talking about for 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Who makes that type of money other than NBA, NFL players like that? Who makes that type of money, man?
You're right.
That's a lot of money.
Right? But you got people that will turn down $7,000 because they want $8,500.
Yeah, trash.
Are you serious? You know, I mean, I understand your price is your price, but I just think that's bad business. That if a promoter tells you, hey, my budget is $7,000, well, my price is $8,500. Okay, well, fine. So now you can get 4 other artists out.
Yeah, so, and now the other guy sitting at the high. He's sitting at the high.
Yeah, what they're doing, LJ, is they waiting for about a good 24, try to stall you out, see if you're gonna call back. When you don't, they call you back. Hey man, I'll come for $7,000. No, that $7,000 is gone now.
Gone. No,
I know somebody turned down $4,500 because the man didn't want to give him $7,000. I see, nigga, you crazy. Ain't no way. Do you know how many promoters called me? Somebody called me today about Adrian Bagger. You know how many promoters call me, man, and I'll text these guys, hey, are you available on this day? I got somebody calling for you. You know, I'll tell them, you know, because they'll call me because first thing they say, they know K Young's going to be honest. I'm not going to lie about nobody. If you horrible, they ask me, I say, no, he's horrible. Or
promoter talk, man. Yeah,
I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth because I'm a promoter. If I spend my money, you know, I can say what I want to say if I'm spending my money. So
that's right.
So you can't get upset that if you send me a record and say, hey, Ken, what do you think about this? I'm gonna be on the show. I said, no, sir, that ain't gonna work.
That's right.
So you can't be upset. So when a promoter called me and said, hey, what do you think about Mr. Live or whoever? I said, no, man, he or she ain't worth this. Or what do you think about LJ? No, they're not worth this amount of money, bro. You know,
that's right.
It's just my personal opinion because I've been to these shows, I've booked them in my area, and I've seen them in other areas. You know, but so it is such a thing as con artists. So I think a lot of them, you know, if you go from calling me saying you're going for 8, then you call up and say you do it for 3. You know, come on, man. You know, I mean,
I
just
talk now. You know, I know, man. I've been in the game for a long time.
Yeah. I'm just saying, man.
Long time.
If I'm telling you, man, I just try to tell them, and I always put my business hat on. Okay, I understand what your price is. You know, I book you more than 5-6 times, LJ.
That's
and
right.
We always work. You know, you say, okay, okay, cool. We always come to some sort of agreement.
That's right.
That's beneficial to both of us.
That's right.
So you have never said, no, man, I want this amount, I'll take it or leave it. You've never said that. No. You come, you put on a good show with a band every time, and everybody loved the show. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it, man.
And the price was very, very reasonable.
That's right.
For both of us to possibly make some money. You're gonna make your money.
That's
I want to make some money too. See, a lot of these folks think that you just putting on shows just to put money in their pocket. No, it don't work that way.
No,
don't work
at all, man.
No.
Like I said, they charge all this. Like I said, $7, $8, $9, $10,000, and then you ain't got but 50 people there.
Yeah. And then look, the killing part is that I'm telling you, man, it's just ridiculous because they put everything on Facebook. All you gotta do, people on here, fans on here, all you gotta do is just go to people's shows, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when they don't have nobody out there because they're not gonna show they're not gonna show the audience.
They're gonna show the crowd.
Yeah, they're gonna show the audience. If they got 5 people out there, they're gonna keep the camera on them every time.
Yeah,
but yet still, you're gonna ask for $5,000 when you have 4 people in there.
4 people in that motherfucker, man.
Yeah, I mean,
cold motherfucker.
Yeah, that just don't make no sense. It don't make business sense. It don't make no business sense at all, you know. And so you can get upset all you want to, because like I said, you know, they'll say, well, you know, Kevin only do show. Yeah, I pick my shows sporadically.
That's right.
I pick my shows. I'm gonna win every time on my shows because I'm gonna get a good price. I'm gonna sit down and we're gonna talk to the artist, and we're gonna both make sure we make money.
You ain't lost. You ain't lost. You ain't never lost.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then why don't you just ask me for a loan? Why don't you just ask me to borrow money if you don't want me to make no money? Why don't you just ask me to borrow?
That's right.
You know, it just don't make no sense, man. And see, guys like yourself, I mean, it's a lot of great guys out there, man. I tell them all the time, man.
Yeah.
That I think a lot of folks when they say Southern Soul and these people go on Southern Soul show and they horrible, they'll say, man, that's why I don't listen to Southern Soul.
Right.
You know? But I tell them that's not Southern Soul. I don't know who this person is. This person used to be a janitor, so I ain't never heard this person. Or a bus driver. I've never heard of him.
But they saying they Southern Soul though.
Yeah, exactly. So I just tell people, man, you know, don't be so eager to try to do something, you know, when you know your talents don't match, you know, saying your product. Your talent don't match your product. How can you sit up here and ask somebody for a whole bunch of money? I mean, come on, man. You know, it's just ridiculous. Now I will say this: some artists are worth the amount of money they're asking for.
I believe
some of them are.
Most definitely.
Some of them are.
Most definitely.
But that's few and far in between, though.
That's right.
But for the most part, for the Vernon Dunn told me let him borrow $1 million. I ain't got it, bro. But for the most part, you know, I don't think they understand that it's a business. At the same time, you know, you got to negotiate. I have never bought anything. I've never bought a car or a house or anything. They're going to tell me, this is my price, take it or leave it.
That's right.
You think them folks going to walk away? You know, you talking about buying a $500,000 house or $700,000 house. You think them folks messed up if you say, hey, give me $100,000 off?
I tell you what you do. You tell them artists, let me tell you how it should be, just hypothetically speaking. $1,000 a hit. I want to how many, everybody got these one of the hits, 2 hits out there. They demanding $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. Just imagine now, $1,000 a hit.
Yeah.
Charge that $1,000 a hit.
Yeah.
And see how many show what? $1,000, $2,000?
Yeah.
No. $1,000 a hit now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Get $1,000 a hit. You do the math. $1,000 a hit.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But it's just sad, man. And look, LJ, I even have artists tell me, no, not artists with a plural, I'm talking about artists.
Okay.
Tell me that they won't come off the record because I don't have no A-list artists on here. You know my response. You know what my response was? You're not even A-list.
See, but hey, right there, tell you off the back about this shit. But
yeah,
A-list.
Yeah, you're not A-list.
Who fixing they mouth to say anything like that? I mean, how that motherfucker? How they get that shit out their mouth?
Yeah,
A-list.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
They told me that's what you call unhumble, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Well, I saw through the smoke screen. Basically, you know, you can't if you can't control the narrative over here. You know, you didn't know what questions I'm gonna ask you. You know, so
That's
you
right.
Can't, you can't control the narrative over here. So it's called off the record for a reason. So
that's right.
When you come on this show, it's not scripted at all. You know what I'm saying? No, we're not doing that.
The first time I was on that motherfucker, I wrote down some shit though. The first one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I said these are the areas I'm going in. These are the areas I'm going in right here. You know, I'm taking these areas because it's not my objective is to completely blindside you. I want you to come on here and speak intelligently about what's going on with your career. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to do that,
man. And I thank you for letting me come on here, man. I mean, I truly thank you for that, man. You know, it's truly a blessing, man. Just to be on anything. You know, I'm looking here. I'm already out there, but I'm gonna act like I'm not even out there.
Yeah,
right. Blessed, man. I thank you for letting me be on the show. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, but you have some artists, man, who already think they made it, bro. I mean,
man, let me tell you something. When they start talking about A-list and all this thing, man, and this as Southern soul bullshit that they call it, ain't nobody on A-list.
Yeah,
nobody.
Yeah,
no B, no C. All the A's and all the A's dead.
Yeah,
all the A's dead and gone. So now we trying to keep this thing together, to build this thing together, to lock it, to love one another, to make this shit somebody make. To me, my opinion, everybody's an A.
Yeah,
right.
My opinion, everybody's an A. Life
that's not mine.
Everybody
that's not mine.
So I ain't even fix my mouth. I ain't even tell my brothers that. I ain't even tell ain't nobody in my family. I'm an A-list. They ain't got no A-list. And I know they ain't finna go back and tell nothing. So I ain't even gonna fix my mouth to be arrogant and cocky like that to say anything about an A-list.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody out here is A-list.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If I was an A-list, I still gonna say I'm an A-list.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
LJ, I'm gonna ask you a question. DJ Trucker is
my mouth. Hey man, my mouth just say my time is up, man.
Okay, tell me you got 5 more minutes.
I said,
I'll bet you, man. I bet you.
But DJ Trucker is putting a project together, man, called Southern Soul Men United, and we're gonna be redoing the song "You Will Know." Has he asked you to be a part of that project, or you know?
I think I seen him. I think he posted. I don't know if he reached out to any artists or not. I have no idea. But I mean, hey, man, I'm down with it, man. It don't matter, man.
I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. I think we should do that to show some unity and to show. I think the proceeds should go to like these people that have been their families have suffered. These people getting killed by police and stuff. Should, it should go to those type of charities. But I think we should do it. I think it would be a great thing to do it. I think my opinion. I think Mark Cunningham. I'm nominating you, sir, to produce it and get it together. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just think it'd be a good thing for us. To show, to show the unity in the Southern Soul, man.
Yeah, because I had that conversation with Trucker, man, and one thing they can say about K Young, and I met you LJ years ago. I've been consistent. I've been consistent on what I've been saying. I'm not going to change. Period. I've been consistent.
Yeah.
I was talking to the Trucker, and I said, man, look, with so much turmoil, and it's not everybody. It's not everybody.
No, ain't everybody. No,
it's not everybody. And let's make that clear. It is not everybody. When I say turmoil, I don't mean if you come on here and ask somebody a question about an event that's public. That shouldn't create no havoc if it's a public event. It shouldn't.
That's right.
So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who deliberately call people to have people taken off shows because they've had a disagreement with them. I'm talking about people who call people to tell somebody, unfriend this person or block this person because you got a problem with them. Those are losers I'm talking about right there. Those are the losers I'm talking about. So those are the ones who don't need to be on the project.
No, at all.
They don't need to be on the project because there's no spiritual core. There's no togetherness in their heart. It's not.
Period.
It's not. Yeah, that's not. They want to be on it just to be on it, but to really talk about togetherness stuff, you have to feel it in your heart, man. You have to have it in your mind. A lot of characters already developed. And the only difference is now, all they got to do is wash their face and the paint will come off because a lot of them are clowns. They're some clowns, man. And I'll say that. They are.
I'll tell you, no, just slang some whole oil on. They'll come out.
Yeah, I'm just saying, man, it's just, you know, people keep talking about Southern Soul gonna go to, man, Southern Soul has been around since what, 2001, 2000. That's 22 years. It's been around 22 years. Yeah. So if you can have truckers on here, trucker, you doing all right? DJ Cowboy, hope y'all doing all right because I know he was sick.
But I will, yeah.
But the bottom line is this right here. You know, you have to have a style of elocution to even sit down and talk with these music executives if they want to talk to somebody. If they want to sit down and talk to somebody and have an open, honest conversation with somebody about what's going on in Southern Soul. You know, so from my standpoint, I don't think nobody foots that bill.
No,
I don't, because I watch your actions.
Yeah,
you know, you can't be biased and call yourself this and be biased toward people because of if somebody have an opinion. If that was the case, man, I would have been shut down off the record. You know, a lot of naysayers, a lot of misanthropics, you know, that I would love to have an esoteric, you know, conversation with. You know, I would love to have that type of conversation with them. But you know, you just don't quit, man, because people agree or can't control the narrative on what you're doing.
That's right.
And that's the problem in Southern Soul. So if you can't control the narrative, then you want to control the other people that's around LJ.
Yeah.
If you can't control LJ, you want to control the people that like LJ. You know, man, I don't really fool with him. I don't, you know, come on, man. You know, it just don't make any sense because
go ahead. I'm trying to cut you off.
Yeah, good.
Okay, we mentioned about people I don't like in Southern Soul, right? I said about 2.5, right?
Yeah.
So I ain't finna call if a promoter call me and say, look, I'm gonna put so and so on the show. Matter of fact, they can put 2 of my names on the show.
Yeah.
It don't matter to me. I ain't finna call and say, man, I don't fool with them niggas like that.
Right.
I ain't finna be on the show with them. No, I'm not gonna do that because I ain't got to speak to you, I ain't got to talk to you. I gonna make my money, make the fans happy, and I turn my ass. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't finna call this promoter and say, look, don't put this person on the show because it's really not my place. It's not my place. One thing about my place. The second thing, I ain't finna lose my blessing from taking food out this man's mouth. And I don't like the nigga, so I don't care if nigga, whatever the nigga, I don't like the nigga, but I ain't finna, you know, do that.
It's not up to you to take the food. It's not up to you to make the decision to take that money away from that guy or that girl or that guy because they may have needed that 500 or that 600, 700.
You know
what I'm saying?
My blessing because of that. You know, even though I don't like the nigga, I can't stand the nigga. I can't stand the nigga. But I ain't finna promote a call me and say, look, I got what's name on the show. I got Voodoo on the show. Fred Dumb said, okay, all right, what's cool? Just send my deposit. Y'all know about my money. And then,
who was this? Hold up. Steven Spam said, K Young, your problem is you want to be successful and famous. First of all, I'm already successful, sir.
What happened?
I served in the military for 22 years. I've been in 4 wars. I got a certificate from the Secretary of Defense. K Young don't have to do Southern Soul. So if somebody got you on here to say that, that's fine. And you can stay on here. That's your opinion. But I'm already successful.
Hear that?
Yeah, I'm already successful. Yeah.
What sense does that make, man?
Well, like I said, that's just a misanthropic that somebody didn't plan it, or apparently he don't know who K Young is. You know, K Young has a philanthropic attitude with K Young trying to help everybody. That's what I have. You know what I'm saying? So, sir, you check my background. You see them trophies on, you see them certificates on the back wall back there. I didn't put them there. Nobody gave them to me. I earned them. Yeah, I earned those. Yeah, I know it's a fake page, Jazzy Lee. They can come over here and talk nonsense, but I'm already successful, and I don't have to be permission to do that. I ain't gonna hold you, brother. Hey, I know you got studio time tonight, right?
Yeah, man, my guy, I got to do that thing. We got to work on my new position, everything, stuff like that, man. So I think y'all went over your time, man. My manager upset. You know what I'm saying?
But look, man, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Like I said, much success to you, man. And like I said, I'll get a hold to you, man. Like I said, we'll do some things together. But I do plan on doing my own award show this year. You know, the more the merrier, I think. The more the merrier, I think, to recognize you guys, man. You know, no strife against nobody else. I think the more the merrier. Hell, they got Exxon, they got Valero, they got all these gas stations here. They got Ford, they got Nissan. They got all these other people. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, man, much success for you and your family, man, and your band. And keep striving for success, man. Just stay away from misanthropics.
Man, thank you, man. I want to thank you, Kevin. Thank you for letting me be on your show. Thank you, Life, man, for chopping and chat with me.
That's live. Put a V in there, man.
Live that.
Hey, it's life. It's life.
Hey, but look, But man, thank y'all, man, and again, y'all, I'm for the people that's listening. I'm not arrogant. I ain't cocky. I ain't. Don't think I'm all this because I really don't think I'm all that. So for the record, don't think I'm this. Think I'm that, y'all. I'm just express my opinion about stuff like that. So, but thank y'all again, man, for letting me be on your show and God bless you, man. Whoever in Texas, y'all be safe because we got a freeze coming. Tomorrow.
No, like I say, man, thank you, man, and thank you for giving your knowledge tonight, man. A lot of people have got a lot of information tonight, and if you did, man, y'all know you was listening because you really some good game tonight.
Yeah. Well, Life, if you need some contact, let me know, Life. I got you, man. If you say, man, who to promote on this thing, I can get a number. I ain't got no problem with that.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, sir.
No problem with that, man.
Yes, all right, bro. Hey, you take care, LJ, man. I hit you up tomorrow, brother.
Do that, man. God bless you.
All right, LJ.
Okay. All right, later. Okay. Like I said, I'm not going to address this individual on here and say I've never been to war. I don't have to show you my credentials. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, really? I don't have to show you my credentials, but know that I have been. And but look, check this out. Let me leave everybody with this right here. When you receive a message of misery, strife, jealousy, envy, how do you respond to that? How do you respond to that? I tell you how. You don't, because only pigs wallow in mud. So if you of good moral character, if you of good moral standards and everything, you don't have to address nobody. You don't have to do that. But bottom line is this right here. Y'all men and women, ladies and gentlemen, y'all keep being the beautiful people you are, and never let a loser come in who probably don't have nothing going on for themselves, right? Deter you or distract you from being great, So the bottom line is this right here. Like I said before, we're the only people that have to have a pep talk on how to act. We're the only people. You never hear that on no other culture that they have to be given a pep talk on how to act, how to address people.
At 50, 40, 45, and 50 years old.
So I can address you in any manner I want to, but I choose to be professional. I choose to use my education. I choose to use my words, which you probably won't understand no word I say to you, sir. But that's your opinion, which is sorely misplaced. But bottom line is this right here. Off the Record comes on every Wednesday, 7:00. I think next week we're having Cupid 2 on here. That's going to come on here, and he's going to drop some nuggets about, because we were talking and our time kind of, was suppressed, and we were talking and he wanted to come back and he wanted to drop some more nuggets on the music business. So I want you guys to tune in on Wednesday, 7:00. And also, tune in to K9. K9 come on every morning, and he started having artists on there. He had Cold Drink on it this morning. So tune in and watch K9. Tune in and watch the Cookie Show. Tune in. I'm telling you, who else got a talk show? Whoever. Oh yeah, I see your Cold Drink. I know you got some nuggets. Yeah, I want to bring you back on here. But y'all tune in and listen to the artists, because this is the intimate side. This is the intimate side that you hear with the artist. This is the intimate side. This is the side y'all see that, huh? What happened? Come on your real page. Yeah, so this is the intimate side of the show y'all see when y'all don't get a chance to even talk to these artists. Y'all don't get a chance to talk to the artists. So I want y'all to tune in. TC Morgan, I know you got some nuggets.
Man,
y'all tune in. What? What's it like?
I'm looking at this man.
Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna address that, but y'all tune in every Wednesday to come on Off the Record, and I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all's support. I appreciate. Hey, sir, come on my real page if you want to address me. Come on my real page, Kevin Young. Come on that page. But
Benito has his show weekly. He has your weekly.
Yeah, Benito has a talk show. So y'all go on and check out Benito. He plays music. He talked to artists and stuff. So. But the bottom line is this right here. I appreciate you guys tuning in, you ladies and gentlemen, and exercise decorum and respect when y'all come on here. And I really appreciate that. And I want y'all to tune in every Wednesday every Wednesday, 7 p.m. What you got, Mr. Lai?
Yeah, man. Like I say, thank y'all for coming on, and thank y'all for another good show tonight. I hope you all again got some good information from Mr. LJ Echols, who is an outstanding performer, outstanding singer, and just all around great guy, man. You know, so as far as the naysayers or whatever about this show and what we're doing, thank you for watching. That's all I'm gonna say. Thank you for watching.
I was born in 1970. I know a lot of y'all probably wasn't. Huh? Why? Why? Angela. What? What is she talking about?
She coaching from the back.
Yeah. That's Angela trying to coach from the back. But look, I know y'all. I was born in 1970, so y'all know what this meant when this played on the TV. It was time to go to bed. Hey, thank y'all. Y'all tune in next week. Good night. Thanks for watching. Off the record. Good night.